Some athletes go their entire high school career without ever winning a state championship. Some may leave with one or possibly a few state titles under their belt. But what about 18? Is that even possible for one person to achieve? It is for Neshoba Central's Destiny Dill.
I was just kind of like, oh my goodness, this is a lot. But I was ready. Every time I have the greatest teammates, and every time we were in that position to go to win a state title, everybody was motivated. It wasn't just one person that wanted it, so it's more like a team effort.
Dill had her first taste of winning a state title in 7th grade when she was called up during the slow pitch softball season.
I was with them for half the season, and I went to state championship with them, so that was really a fun experience, getting to experience that so young and to be able to be a part of a team that won a state championship title.
From there, Dill became part of the softball dynasty at Neshoba Central, winning state championships year after year in both slow pitch and fast pitch softball, and even winning a national championship for fast pitch in 2018. But don't think all 18 of Dill's state titles came from softball alone. She won 12 between slow pitch and fast pitch softball, 5 in bowling, and 1 in cheer.
I mean, it gives you bragging rights, but I don't really like to brag about it. I just always say that I'm blessed to be able to have this talent and to be able to be part of a school and a team that likes to win and is always motivated to go and get what they want.
While Dill said she was motivated by her teammates, her coaches will say she was the one encouraging others to always go out and compete.
She was a hard worker, good teammate, always encouraging kids, the other players. Great cheerleader in the dugout in the beginning, all through her whole career. Always encouraging, just a really good teammate.
While Dill will certainly be remembered at Neshoba Central for her athletic achievements, she hopes more than anything to be remembered for her character.
When people see my face, I want them to see like a motivating girl who, always wants to do better, always wants to teach people, be a leader to people, and that's all I want them to see me as, is a good person.
With the NFL draft looming, it's hard to imagine that not being at the forefront of Raekwon Davis's mind. With questions of which team will pick me or what round will I be drafted in waiting to be answered. But even as one of the most important moments of the former Alabama defensive lineman's football career lingers, he hasn't been thinking about himself. Instead, he's been thinking about others, specifically those on the front lines fighting COVID-19. Last week, Davis met with staff from both Rush and Anderson regional hospitals to donate meals to workers.
I just love giving back. It just came to my head, let's do something today. Let's do something productive, Let's help the hospital, let's help the homeless, things like that.
Davis hasn't been home much in the last few months, training in California for the NFL Combine. He was finally able to come home last week to be with those closest to him leading up to the draft. Davis wanted to give back to the community that has helped shape him into who he is today by helping those who are working day and night to keep the community safe from the coronavirus.
I feel like it was a nice way to give back to my community. I know they can't go home, they gotta sit in the hospital all day and talk to their family when they get done working and FaceTime their family. So I thought it was a great way to give back.
While Davis has already left a lasting mark in Meridian through his time suiting up for the Wildcats and the success he has achieved at Alabama, he wants to be remembered as more than just a great football player.
It's huge to me because, I want to be someone that the kids look up to. I want to be a great role model to everybody here.
In Meridian, Ellie French, News Center 11. Mississippi State's alumni network is strong. That's easy to see when you attend a game day in Starkville and don't see an empty seat in the house. To celebrate its alumni, Mississippi State holds a Road Dogs tour every year.
Really, the Road Dogs tour is a great event to really kind of get both Coach Leach and Ben Howland out to meet a lot of the fans and do a fan tour, and it's really a great event to have here in Meridian.
MSU football coach Mike Leach and men's basketball coach Ben Howland headlined today's stop on the tour at the MSU Riley Center. This year's tour is the first for Coach Leach, who was hired by MSU in January of 2020.
Of course, we didn't get to do it last year because all the COVID restrictions and the fun everybody was having with that. And so now, get to hit the road, meet some great people. There's some great theater here, which was awesome to check out. And it's just great to be in Meridian.
Coach Allen, who's entering his 7th season leading the men's basketball program, said he's been to the Queen City many times.
One time I came down here for Mr. Hood and did a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club here, which is dear to my heart because I grew up in the Boys Club out in California when I was a child.
Today's event gave fans of the Maroon and White a unique opportunity to learn more about both head coaches, hear about the current state of their programs, and of course, snag a few photos and autographs. The event also allows MSU coaches the chance to see more of the Magnolia State and personally thank fans for their support.
I mean, I've been through all these towns in kind of a rapid pace in most cases as far as looking at recruits, but you get to check it out in more detail, get to see more things.
Just to touch hands and get people to get to know me and to get to know us and to thank our fans, to thank the supporters that do so much for Mississippi State.
In Meridian, Ellie French, News Center 11. Amid the coronavirus pandemic, some states have shut down golf courses entirely, while others, including Mississippi and Alabama, have not.
Golf encourages social distancing. It's more of an individual thing that golfers can do.
While Dancing Rabbit Golf Club in Philadelphia is still open for the public to enjoy, Club Director Mark Powell shares what adjustments the club has made to follow recommended CDC guidelines.
We've been trying to follow every guideline as closely as we can, from sanitizing the golf carts to leaving the flag sticks in the hole and sanitizing them. We've taken up our rakes in the bunkers, our ball washers, any touch points we're trying to sanitize.
Ball washing stations have been removed completely from every hole on both courses. And when it comes to items on the golf carts themselves, sand bottles for filling in divots are no more. Golfers are also encouraged to take provided pencils and tees with them, as both are replaced once carts are returned. The holes themselves have been adjusted as well.
We actually have a little ball in the cup, and the ball just barely goes in the cup, just up under the lip, where it's very easy for the golfer to take it out and not touch anything except their own golf ball.
The Clubhouse Grill has also shut down dining in, but still offers takeout and curbside service. While Dancing Rabbit is thankful to still be operating during this time, they aren't taking it for granted.
What we want to do is ensure that there are no groups, that folks stay 6 feet apart, and follow the guidelines, washing their hands, using hand sanitizers. The number one priority right now at all golf courses, and I believe everywhere that we go, is the safety of the people, the safety of our golfers, and the safety of the associates that work here.
In Philadelphia, Ellie French, News Center 11.